Earlier today, the University of Aberdeen in Scotland joined a growing number of European and U.S. institutions that have decided to return stolen African artifacts to their places of origin. In this case, it was a bronze sculpture depicting an Oba, or king of the Benin Kingdom, now located in present-day Nigeria. Acquired at auction in 1957, it was one of thousands of Benin bronzes that British colonial troops looted in 1897. Well, on Wednesday, Jesus College at Cambridge University in England returned another looted bronze, a cockerel sculpture known as Okukur. Ownership of that cultural treasure was transferred to a delegation from Nigeria during an official ceremony at the college. Joining me now to talk about this is Sonita, Alleyne. She is the Master of Jesus College at the University of Cambridge. Welcome to the show, and thank you for staying up so late. I know it's past 1 a.m. In the UK, so again, I'm very grateful. Let's talk about the ceremony. On Wednesday, there was a ceremony to hand over the Benin sculpture. It had to be an emotional one. What was it like?
Oh, it was quite emotional, Mark. I think it was. I think as we got closer to the actual doing the ceremony, the kind of emotion grew. But we wanted to make it something that was profound, which is something that kind of spoke to the moment, that was simple, and was more than speeches. There was music. We had a fabulous double bass player playing a piece called Sunrise. We had it opened with talking drums, and we had a kind of trumpet and fanfare. But what was most important was the connection that was made between the Okukur, the cockerel, which was in Jesus' possession, and the fact that it wasn't just an artwork, but it was something which was culturally significant and had a spiritual impact, and it was important cultural heritage piece for Benin and for Nigeria.
How do people feel to see this valued treasure returning home?
Ceremony.
A lot of joy. Now, I can imagine there was tremendous joy to see this kind of cultural treasure returning home. I've read that the decision to return the bronze came from a campaign from a Legacy of Slavery Working Party at the college. Can you talk a little bit about your efforts to get the statue returned?
Yeah, well, just to clarify, there was a campaign by students in 2016, and then the previous master of the college removed the Okukur from the hall where it had stayed, where it was since 1905. It was when I came along in October 2019 that the Legacy of Slavery Working Party, which was a group of scholars in the college, had been looking into the provenance of the bronze, looking at its legal status, its moral status, and historical status. And they worked through May and into October when I started. And then there was a meeting of the society, which is the whole fellowship of the whole college. I like to think of the fellowship as the heart of the college. It's made up of all the scholars who teach at Jesus. And it was a very unanimous vote to say that there should be a process of restitution and that the bronze should be returned. It's taken a couple of years to do that, obviously, because we've been working with parties in Nigeria and Benin City, both at the national level and at the Royal Court level as well. And then there's been a pandemic in the way. So this last couple of days was the first time that a party from Benin and were able to travel into the UK and had meetings with a couple of other museums, and then they came to us on Wednesday, and on Thursday then, as you say, went to Aberdeen to collect another Benin bronze. And we'd been speaking to the University at Aberdeen as well, the museum at Aberdeen University as well. So it's like both of us were going on this journey together.
Has the tide turned? I mean, are we entering a moment where European institutions can no longer hold on to this looted body of artifacts? Will it become so culturally untenable, socially unacceptable, that we'll start to see just a mass influx of treasures and artifacts returned to their rightful owners?
Well, I think the tide has turned. I think it has been turning. I think that you've got the Humboldt Institute in Germany, which has visited Benin City, and is in the process of working to build a museum, and also to return artifacts. France has agreed, that the Netherlands has agreed. I think in the U.S., as I understand it, the Smithsonian has a number of Benin bronzes, and I think they're about to return as well, although I haven't heard a date or anything.
Well, we're looking forward to that moment where this will be the norm. It won't even be news because everything will be returned. But I'm very grateful for the student push. I'm grateful for your efforts and your leadership as the first Black master of a college at Cambridge. I mean, so much fascinating going on over there, and we're glad that you took some time at 1 a.m. to share with us. Everybody, let's keep our eyes open for this. We'll talk about it when I come back, but let's keep our eyes open for this, because every single time an artifact is returned, we're building steam for a movement to help restore and avenge what was done to our ancestors. Again, thank you so much for joining me on Black News Tonight.